like no rules, which was put forth by mother. So for me, I feel like by no rules, it means like complete collapse, wherein we provide a safe space or like a empty space for the consciousness to collapse, because we have a lot of deep conditionings, right? So when from that space, when consciousness arises, for me, and I personally feel like consciousness means compassion plus awareness, because we have the divinity in all of us. So it's harmony and love, or whatsoever it is, whatsoever we want to call it as. So what she means by no rules is that from that space we can provide a space for genuine consciousness, choice, or life, or like deep collapse in evolution. And
so what you're stating a point, you're asking a question?
Yeah, I'm asking a question wherein I'm stating my perspective. Is that right? Because that actually answers kind of the questions they both even has put forth. Because when there are a lot of conflicts in the external world, and there are a lot of external forces which is also affecting the path of the Auroville or the mission, and also things like altruism and all, it's like what she said, like it's a paved hell towards heaven. It's all about the internal state, right? Like that's
like she mentioned, and it's there in the mother, like Shivabhuta said,
yeah.
an inner state made up of faith, sincerity, and surrender.
Yeah.
So that is what is asked of us. And she says to walk through life armored against all peril and disaster. Only 3 things are needed: an inner state made up of faith, sincerity, and surrender. You have that sincerely, and then you have to confront the obstacles. I mean, I shouldn't be answering. Can you answer?
Pedigree. She's grown up in the ashram school environment and teaches there as well. So she must be, I'm sure, practicing this.
We learned these by heart and so slowly internalized.
But you're right. I'll give you another example. Suppose you have a cookie cutter, right? So sometimes you make things with a cookie cutter. That's sometimes a faster way of doing it. But on the other hand, you also want a flower to bloom. So can you actually cut the petals and say that the flower will come that way? So ideally, if you need rules, it's more like a bit of a mechanical structured system where you're governing a large number of people. So typically a state, an administration will have some rules which is more like a bit of a cookie cutter. This is not to say that everything, your hands are tied, legs are tied, but there are certain corridors within which you can. But then here the intent was you are above all that. So maybe it's like a tree initially which needs a tree guard. But then if you've become matured into a good tree, you do not need. So it's not that no rules, you can go, because Mother herself has famously said, you can't be living like cats and dogs. She's actually used this word even in the context of Auroville. So it's not to be understood as no rules, as in you can do whatever, you can rob, you can steal. That's not what she meant. But she said, if you're an evolved person, and rightly as you said, with that compassion, sensitivity, and there's no other, then you will definitely, you will not want to hurt another, you will not want to grab other things. So that's the thing. But as Alo so beautifully articulated, every day for us, every moment is a struggle too. And we've had many instances, the people who live there, sometimes their own family, the kind of disharmony that it has led to, it's heart-wrenching. But I think it's a supreme sacrifice on their part, because they know that they're working towards realization of the city manifesting. So they're putting their sarvasva, as we say, consecrating everything, every bit of theirs to make this happen. And I think, yes, your point of view, I think, is